I wish the lighting, like everything I feel like is perfect. I'm looking at it off the side. Everything looks perfect here. So, this, I'm excited. I hope it's good and not too salty. I don't think it'll be. So this is beef tips and gravy. For some reason, my gravy didn't get that thick. I don't know why I cooked it down for like ever, but the beef tips are tender. So this is actually from Soul Food Cooking. And I like her channel. She actually puts the ingredients and measurements at the beginning of the video. And so I just had some stewed beef because I realized I've been buying roasts, a lot of roasts. But I've been buying a lot of roasts lately and just cutting them up. So I just was like, you know what, let me just pay a little more, but I won't have to pay for the bone. And then just get the roast. I mean, just get stewed beef. So here it is. Can you hear it? And there's mushrooms. Instead of using like regular white mushrooms, I use the baby Bella, like the cremini mushrooms. That's good. And the beef melts in your mouth. And to drink, I was at Cermak Produce and I saw this Tahitian tray. And I got this. It's a set of Moscow Mules. And this is the gray one. They had gray, powder mauve pink, if you ask me, if I had to name it, and blue. I'm almost done pouring. So yeah, I feel like her channel is really cool. The recipes are easy to follow. I feel like people in the thread, like the people who have watched her video, they like it. They're like, ooh, I like your recipes. It was really good, really delicious. So that was good. But yeah, I may have just added too much water. I don't know. Oh man, this is good. Oh, hot. Well, I just finished it like, what time was it? Maybe 10 minutes ago. Ooh, excuse me. So, oh man. But yeah, if you want to add more salt, you can. I feel like mushrooms absorb salt. I don't remember. Don't put it on the mind. But I feel like they absorb salt. And you could definitely put more beef. But I would also say, one, you'd have to beef up the other ingredients. But I also think the thing is you can mash the beef because it is so tender. I was going to use this plastic fork. I don't even need a fork. Just a spoon. Just my wooden spoon. And just mash it up and then just have beef pieces. So, say you bought the beef chuck yourself. Or you could use pretty much any roast. Round, whatever. And you cut it up. You can cut it up smaller than this. And this was maybe 50 cents more a pound at the butcher than like just chuck. So say for instance chuck is $2.99, this would be like $3.49. Like that's it. Because yeah, they're doing that, but they're doing it in bulk because like I said, excuse me. I get my meat when I go, except for certain things. Like certain things I don't go to a butcher for. Like ground beef, I go to Walmart. No, Walmart. What's that place called? Costco. And get the pre-cut or separated ones. It's like 90% or 91% lean. I get those. So that's what I prefer. This is really good. And it made a decent amount. So I'll have this tomorrow for lunch. And then I will put this away and have something else. trying to clean my teeth. It's like impossible. Putting my hand in my mouth. Which I generally don't mind doing. I want to. Anyway, there's almost no Tahitian treat left in this cup. Oh, 2 a.m. as a person. So I didn't taste it with the rice, but I'm happy I got this because it was funny. I was watching Soul Food Cooking, and I saw her do the video in April, and then a few weeks after that, make the beef tips. And then a few weeks after that, I saw Fritz Family Entertainment, and they did a mukbang, so it's a car mukbang, and they had beef tips with gravy. I was like, it is a sign. And I had gone to the butcher's 2 weeks before that video came out. I want to say at least 2 weeks before the beef tip video came out, because I buy meat every couple months. That was just me. Like, for instance, this 2 pounds of meat is going to be at least 4 meals. At least 4. So because of that, it's like half a pound of meat, and the meat was pretty lean. It wasn't really a lot of fat. Excuse me. Most of the fat came from, I cooked it with olive oil to brown the meat first, because it gives it a lot of flavor, and it helps to kind of flavor the bottom of the pot where you're gonna be browning other things, and then the fond. Anyway, so I was like, yeah, this will be 4 meals. Because when I first poured this over the rice, because I wanted the rice to have a big bowl so you can kind of see through everything, I was looking like, it does not look like a lot of beef. I don't mind though, because 1, I like rice. Like, carbs is definitely life. And 2, I just, a little bit of protein will get me full. Like, I actually had, it was yesterday, for breakfast. I got one for the afternoon. For breakfast, I had 2 scrambled eggs with a lot of butter on toast. And so the reason I had a lot of butter is because I didn't want to have to like make sure the butter was room temp to to put onto the toast. And I was like, you know what? I'll just put extra butter in my eggs, and then I'll scramble them. And then the butter, and there's a good tip, the butter will stay, the butter doesn't evaporate. It's not, the water from the butter will, but the fats and the milk will not evaporate off from the butter. So the eggs will be like wet. So cook them the same time you'd normally cook it. Just melt the butter in it first, whatever. Or you can also add butter after they just heat through, and then all of the moisture from the butter will remain. And then I just pour the scrambled eggs onto the butter. I'll show you a picture. And I'll just pour the scrambled eggs onto the onto the toast. My phone is dying, so ignore that if it shows you. That's what I made bacalaitos. And I took a bite. I don't know why I'd taken a bite before I showed. Anyway, so this is ridiculous. So this is what it looks like. And you're like, oh, this just looks like eggs on toast. But because of so much butter, even though it's brown, it's also very moist. It's not actually crunchy. The edges were crunchy of the toast, but the actual toast was not crunchy. It was sopped up with the butter. And then it was just, with the eggs. It was really good. Ready for some more Tahitian treat? I hope so. Oh, I have to tell you about this. And if you want me to have it on the channel, your girl just might. What I have to tell you about this new drink, new to me. Some people are gonna be like, it's not new. Your mom's not new either. So, and if you say anything about me drinking a soda, I don't care. The last time I bought a Tahitian treat, last time I bought a Tahitian treat, you saw me drinking on camera. Facts. Anyway, holy grail drink. This is Arizona. But I know you're thinking, oh, well, chicken, it's just that Arizona with the honey ginseng. No. No, it's not. This is green tea, cucumber. Excuse me, as you can see from the design on the top, with citrus. I had this today. I ran an errand. Let me tell you how good this was. So we still dealing with Rona. And even when stuff calms down in the other counties in Illinois, Chicago's, because of what stage we would be in, it's not gonna work out. Whatever. So I left. I was in Cermak, and that's where I saw it. I was outside of Cermak. So if you live in Cicero and you know where the Aldi Cermak is, down the road from it's the Hawthorne Shopping Center. And I just go over there because the Pink Line's there, and it's easy for me to, because I don't really live by the Pink Line. It's just the closest train station to there that I can also afterwards take a bus or two to my house. So anyway, then I got it, and I bought two, and then I bought the regular one, and I drank that later today. But I got outside, and I was just like, y'all know I'm recovering from pneumonia. I still have issues breathing. So wearing a mask is actually really hard for me to do. It does actually bother my breathing. But I do it because, it's the greater good or whatever. It's not all whatever. It's the greater good. So I'm walking out of Cermak, and I stop. And there's a little spot where I could just stop and rest. And there's like a garbage can there. It's like, this is nasty. I'm spitting it out. Straight facts. And I tasted at first, I really got hit with, like, you know how the skin of the cucumber tastes? That's how I feel like cucumber flavored things taste. I feel like you got so much flavor from the skin, that's what I'm tasting. But then I drank some more, and I got to taste the way the flavors mix. And I was just like, it was a nice, warm, sunny day. I had my mask off. I felt like, I was, and I saw people sitting, like 2 people just sitting down. It wasn't at a bus stop. They're just sitting on a bench and just existing. And I was like, you know what? In that moment, I was okay. I was a human being. It was all right. It was going to be all right. I just needed to take a break. And that was it. Because usually when I go outside, I always go out with purpose. I don't go out just to sit down and chill. I don't go out to go visit nobody. I'm not breaking social distancing rules. Like, you ain't coming to my house. I ain't going to your house. Only people chilling with me on a constant basis is these cats. You hear me? So I just knew, okay, I've got to get this done. But being able to just stand there and sip a cold Arizona on a warm day with no mask on, I felt amazing. I can't even describe. It was just so hard. It's so hard to describe the feeling I felt, but it felt good. And then I forgot to put the mask back on. Go across the street to the other supermarket, which is Aldi. I asked woman, oh, can I put my card here? She's like, yeah. I was like, oh, then she's like, but you have to put your mask on. I was like, oh my God. I forgot. I was across the street drinking in Arizona, and I just forgot. I was like, here, it's in my pocket. I always keep it. And I was putting it on. I was really apologetic because I don't want nobody getting sick. I recovered from pneumonia, so I'm still, it's still iffy on my end. So, crazy. And she's like, oh yeah, I understand. I was like, I understand too. I don't want nobody getting sick, and I don't want to get sick. It was, but that moment, drinking that Arizona, boy. And plus it's in the can, so you gotta finish. You can't just, it's not in a bottle. So, but, it felt so good. Oh man. This feels good too. This feels good. And this cup feels cool. Like, it's not super cool, and it's actually very warm. Excuse me. right now, but that drink feels nice. The mukbang feels nice, feels normal. Oh my eye, ow my eye. I'm full. I messed up, y'all. Drinking soda, eating rice. What was I expecting? I guess not this. All right. I'm gonna eat like the bits of beef and mushroom that's left in here. I'm just gonna chop up the mushroom more. I don't know, I still might. Cause unlike the white mushroom, this doesn't break up as easily. I might keep them sliced because I sliced them by hand. Like I put the container and then every mushroom after I cleaned it, every mushroom. So I know I like the texture. You know what? I'm not gonna try to finish it. I'm gonna try and finish as much as I can of it. Big little boy. Okay, I'm gonna finish the rest of this later, but I'm full. I love you, peeps. And I will see you in the next video. I can't sing. I couldn't carry a tuna out of a bucket. But I love y'all, peeps. And I will see y'all in the next video. Mwah. Bye.